Good morning. So this weekend, I'm hoping to get pretty much the rest of the van done. The floor is in. I've finished the headboard, and I'll insert some clips of me finishing that up here. The floor needs a little bit more work on the edge where you walk in. It needs a little support, and the rail needs to be inserted. And then all that's really left is the very back. So I've got a few pieces I need to recut because I mismeasured. As soon as I do that, then it should be pretty quick to get the rest of it completed. I don't know if I'll finish sanding and staining, but distracted because we have a visitor coming. This is Mr. Pants. He's another not my cat that I feed. Look at him, he's so handsome. Hey, buddy. Oops.
There he is, he's the Pants. Oh my goodness. Come here.
It's just Boo Bear, don't worry about her. So I also feed a black cat that just has squatted on my porch, and she's super friendly to the point that it's off-putting with the other cats.
Come here. It's okay. It's okay. There we go.
All right, now that we've completed all the cat introductions, let's get started on this van. I taped this up actually to kind of see how high I could put the headboard while I was driving and have it not impede my view. So, you know, during the week I'm working on it too, even though I'm not filming. And we're gonna jump right into another emptying the van montage because I am still without AC at work and I am still taking all of my work breaks in my van, so it does collect things during the week. Okay, what I think I'm going to put in first is the bolts along the metal rail that protects the edge of the floor when you step in. And I bought this countersink hole cutter, and hopefully that it's made for metal and wood, so it should dig down into the aluminum so I can sink more of these things and these teeny tiny short screws. So that's project one, figuring that out. I just want to say that countersinking these is working decently well. It's not 100% flat, but pretty close. And it's real easy to go through this thin aluminum all the way. And now this is useless. Oh well. I'll put it on the side I don't use as often. Okay, so to fix the mistake I made by drilling all the way through the aluminum, I found a small washer, and I'm hoping that solves my problem. Probably should have just hole punched these bits of vinyl out, but So we've got the little washer, we've got the bolt. And it's like, it never happened. Okay, let's do that all over again on the other side. Let's just do a little movie magic on this. Voila! My phone overheated again. That's fine. Anyway, while my phone was relaxing inside in the AC, and I've been replacing the pieces that I measured wrong the first time. So the back 3 pieces had to come up to 35 inches from 30, and the front 2 also have to come up. I decided, since I have space, I'm gonna just attach these flush in front at 35, and it should work out just fine instead of undoing them and redoing them. And everything will fit in more snugly too. So, all right. And I've got the frame back in with the new pieces on it. So now there's a proper height for the headboard and shelf. These are still short. I have to attach the angled ones I cut. These. So yeah, I cut with a pretty, as sharp as an angle as I could with my circular saw. They should fit right down in here and wedge up along the trim. And then I'll glue and screw those together. Make sure these are the same height, and this is the height of my shelf now. So, time to measure these and make this cut. It's looking wonky. That's level. That's level. That's level. This piece, not level. I could try to push it over a little bit. It's not level either. Well, I mean, that's okay. It just looks weird. Maybe I could straighten this piece out. But these are all level, so I kind of don't want to fuck with it. I think I'm the only one that's going to notice, honestly, and that's fine. I can ignore it. Well, here's my beautiful headboard. It's going to face the other direction on the other side. But just that right there is kind of telling me I got to make this something I can screw on and off when I have to take everything out, so I might have to troubleshoot a little bit. I definitely want to make it removable. Stand by. Okay, I've got the headboard clamped about how high I want it. I had to go back and forth a bunch of times and close the trunk so I could make sure that I could still see out. It impedes my view maybe by less than an inch, which I think is acceptable. This brings it up high enough to actually hold my pillows. So I have that clamped. I haven't really decided how I'm going to actually screw it on because I want to make it removable. And yeah, that's, you know, why it's still going to be there clamped for a minute while I cut out the tabletop that'll come to the back window, which I've started in the other side of the house. So let's go check that out. Sorry, I've got the loud fan on. We are sitting just under 90 degrees on the porch, so we need the fan. I've got the rough shape cut out. It's a little narrower than I first intended, but I feel like this is going to work. And then I've traced these corners that I'm going to cut out with the jigsaw now. Let's go do a test fit and see if I need to change anything before I route before I route out the corners, make it nice and smooth and rounded over and pretty. All right, fingers crossed this fits on the first try. Please. It gets too deep. How's it look down there? I think this might be coming out too far. It's hard to say. I was curious, so I closed the door, and the door does close. But how close am I to the window? Okay, this is touching. This is not. Oh, I think we got it right on our first go. This doesn't touch the door now at all. Let's get a wider angle. I think, oh my God, I think we got it right on the first try. Ah, okay. For real? Oh, I think we're good. Oh my gosh. Ugh. First try. Ah! Yes, definitely. Oh my gosh, first try. So I'm going to curve the top of this over nice and smooth. Well, that sure is messy business routing. Oh my gosh. So I've attached the headboard with different insert nuts that don't go as deep as the ones I had. I got them at Ace. They're garbage. I mean, they're brass, so you insert them with a screwdriver and they just fell apart. I even used the right drill bit to make the right size hole, and all three of them crumbled. So I don't like them, but they're in. I definitely messed up and went all the way through the wood on this one, so I'll have to patch that. But yeah, it's in for now. And now I'm going to finish staining the tabletop. I've got a conditioner on it because pine is kind of hard to stain. And I'm gonna pull it back apart, take this out, sand it down, stain it too, and then all I need to do is build a shelf, and it's mostly done. All right, let's go stain some wood. Right, I got all this framework stained. It's ready to be sealed. I've got the tabletop stained and drying right now, also ready for sealer. I'm gonna go with a satin, be easy to clean. And yeah, we're getting really close to assembling everything. I just have to make the shelf that goes here and maybe a second one here. I gotta measure the height of my jackery first. Late last night, I couldn't wait and decided to put a coat of polyurethane on the tabletop. This old can my dad gave me. Coming in handy. There's not a lot in here, but it should be enough for this project. It's dry, so I'm going to do a light sand and do another coat. really challenging the weather, but I brought these pieces outside to dry. I was a little worried they were a bit too shiny. Maybe I should have stayed with a matte finish, but outside they actually look really nice. This is with the one coat of varnish. That's probably all I'll do on these pieces. Just double coat the tabletop. But let's hope this cloudiness holds off and this nice breeze dries everything quick. Everything's been drying for a few hours now, and it's now dry to the touch. But I'm just letting it stay out here to off gas before I put it in the car. New project. I grabbed these tongue and groove boards, and I'm going to use them to make boxes that fit underneath the bed platform, which I also hacked down. I cut 2 inches off each leg to give me more room above, and I have plenty of room to still create a box for storing things and organizing, and just because I want to. So that's where we're at now. I'm going to cut the bottoms out of plywood and then use the tongue and groove for all 4 sides of the box. So let's get into that. I had Home Depot cut these down to 25 inches wide, and I'm going to cut 17 3/4 for the bottom shape. And then I'll probably do angle cuts for the sides since I still have my miter saw out. Might as well make them look pretty. Quick temperature check again. Let's see. Oh, yeah, just at 90. Anyway, this is the first box. Just dry fit. I had to do 1 extra cut. I had to shave this down millimeter or so. Very small amount. But I'm trying to decide right now how I want to assemble. If I should just glue it up and use brad nails, or if I should put a piece of wood in here to screw them into. I'm thinking I'll try the glue and brad nail method, and if it doesn't feel strong, I can always add some support. All right, that's 2 boxes assembled. They feel pretty sturdy with just the brad nails and glue. I'm going to let them dry. I did a little bit of sanding. I'm pretty happy with how they look. I love using tongue and groove to make boxes. It just comes with the fun detail, and it's cheap. So that's 1 and 2. We've done it. The primary build is done. I'm really, really excited. Check it out. Love it. The boxes came out great. They fit in here just perfectly. And I put little slides on the bottom so they don't scratch the floor. And by cutting down the legs 2 inches, I've really given myself a better amount of headspace. I can actually sit on the bed without hitting my head completely. And yeah, the headboard, couldn't be happier. Everything fits. It's very tight. Like, I don't have bunch of space, but I have enough. I can still raise the bed if I need to. And then, you know, I can't access the cooler from this side, but I can access all this spare space unless I have the second bed in. But either way, this is great too, to just be able to set things. Or I also have this clip fan, which is great because it has a remote and it has a light and, you know, fan, but it hangs and it clips. So this is actually a great spot to have a little extra fan and light. And look, this is the best part. This was actually made me buy it. The remote has a little slot that it slides into. That's so satisfying. But yeah, it clips onto my seat belts, the headboard, wherever I need it. But yeah, just thrilled. I still want to put the water situation in, I think on this side. And I might actually not drill a hole through the tabletop. I might clip it onto the side here. I have some thoughts about it. I'm not gonna drill a hole into the tabletop till I'm certain. But anyway, phase 1 of the build is done. Let me take you around back so you can see that. All right, here's the back. So the table's a pretty good height. I used a really heavy duty L bracket back here, so I didn't have to put a leg in front of the cooler. This shelf was a happy accident. I accidentally cut these too short. But, you know, useful space. Jackery fits great. It's a really simple process to take it out. And then get closer. Angle you down. This shelf is not screwed in at all. It just sits there. So I have access to this water jug so I can refill. Once this is out, I also have tons of space back here to access. So the other cool thing about keeping the Jackery here, cigarette outlet here, so I can recharge the Jackery while I drive. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The cooler has just enough room to open, no problems. It's also raised up a couple inches so that this could hang over and I move it forward just another ½ inch to give me extra clearance. But every little bit adds up. I'm really thrilled. So anyway, more updates as I actually take it camping once it freaking cools off. I'll do a proper whole van tour. I really want to take it out camping somewhere pretty. So come on, weather. Do me a favor. Anyway, thanks for following this process and I will see you later. Bye.